Oh, we're live now. There we go. We are live. And there is the theme song. Hey, your hair looks good today. Yes. In a Pippi Longstockings kind of way. I like it.
I call it the Jess because Jess wears her hair like this.
She does.
And I stole it from her.
She's cute.
She's adorable.
She's what?
She's adorable.
Adorbs. Adorbs.
Into the music scene. Showing lots of love.
Lots of love.
For the community. With great advice. I know who I should go see.
What are we eating today?
Cucumber.
Oh, okay. Well, that's healthy. It is. Hey, we're on the air. There we are. Look at the new logos here.
I like it a lot.
I like this one especially.
I like that a lot.
We are live. We are. And I like this one too. Yeah. Show. And I like this one when you're not with me.
Oh, I love that
yes.
one.
I gotta have it remade though and do with Ceris and Scott for this year.
Like
that's good looking. It is.
Yeah. Hi Dixie, how was your birthday yesterday?
Dixieland Delight. There she is.
Celebrating Jeff Meadows' birthday this Thursday because Dixie and Jeff share a birthday.
Is this his sponsorship night?
I don't.
This coming week.
So. I don't think so.
Yeah, let me know when those are, so I can.
I will. I did want to ask him on his birthday.
Yes. Let's see who else we've got on here. It is Glenn checking in. He says, hello, music lovers.
Hello.
Kara's in the house. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Oh, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Carla says, shio.
You.
Roger's here. Hi, Roger.
Roger.
My Dixieland Delight. Dixie in the house. Ed Sawicki has joined us. My main man, Ed.
Ed and I are working, well, mainly Ed, but we're working on a special blues jam for April 16th for Peter and Paul.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For Peter and Paul.
Hi, Bill.
Fun.
Hey, Bob.
Tina Reed Ramsey has joined the party from O'Connor's Irish Pub in Springfield, Ohio. Hi, Tina. Eric is here, too. Hi,
Geraldine. Eric. Hi, Eric.
Look at all these people. We got Rock House. We've got, oh, my gosh, Cassette Junkies. Did you see them in the parade? Did you see the video?
I did.
That was so cool. I like that.
Was.
Kevin McCoy Band was in the parade, too.
He was.
You get to see them. They're in the parade every year. Kevin McCoy is, but I think this was Cassette Junkies' first time, maybe. I don't know. Get your dogs ready. Mine are barking. Can you pass me one of those cucumbers? That looks really good.
They're so yummy.
It does. It looks great.
Super
Hello,
fresh.
Mark Schinkel. Thank you. I love Geraldine. Look at her. She's here.
I love her too.
She's a party in herself. I like that. She is a party. Did you hear that when I laughed? That wheeze?
Yeah.
I got it. I got the Ohio crap again. Welcome to the program, everybody. Today we're going to talk about our illnesses. How's that? And Karis's cucumber.
My cucumber and your illness.
Illness. I like the way you said it. Illness. You from the hills? What's up, Dewey? No 5 p.m. Yeah, there's snacks, Dewey. There's snacks. Hi, Steve. How are you? Hi, Belinda. How are you doing? Dixie says, yummy. I like cucumbers, too. Rick Hansen in the house, the man with the beautiful hair from the Hall Pass Rock Band. Thanks for being here. Hi, Julie Hubbard. Is it your birthday, Julie? Is it around your birthday? I don't know. Oh. I thought I saw something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Mike Miller's here from Party Punch. Hi, Mike Miller. And
hi, everybody.
That's right, Mark Shingle. Thank you for the shameless plug. 15 days until Name That Tune begins on the patio at Heather's.
Nice.
How about that? That deserves Woo Girls. Yes, thank you.
That's big season.
It is the big summer season there. Julie said no October, so see, I missed it. That's how I am.
You're
So,
very
Hot Topic Tuesday. What'd you say?
You're very late for that one.
Well, better to be late than never, I guess. There's an old joke about my sister was late once and my dad got pissed, but but that was about something else. Yes. So let's talk about, if you'd like today.
Yeah.
I had a very interesting approach. Many times on the show, we talk about bands owning the crowd and playing upbeat music and not killing the mood with slow songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was approached by a venue owner who said, and he was very nice about it. He says, why do you guys always promote that? He says, I feel like if the band is like gets the crowd up all night long, I don't make as much money selling drinks. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting topic because maybe it is in some bars, different. So I thought maybe we would talk about that today for a little bit and where to strategically maybe place some songs to bring the pitch down a little bit.
So that's where it's at. There's wisdom to that, 100%. There's no doubt about that. The issue is though that, that saying when you give it, you give an inch and they take, a mile or something like that. So every band should play some slow songs, should play one or two, whatever. But it has to be a well-placed slow song or a mid, like that video that Scott sent me, or like a mid-tempo beat. There's certain types of bands that thrive off, like I think country music does better with more slow songs because it's just the kind of style and it's the dancing that goes with it. My issue with the reason why I push ease up on the slow songs or no slow songs is because I find that people will have a slow song at the most inappropriate times and they'll do back-to-back slow songs and it will kill a vibe.
In a hurry. Yes.
Or they do that one thing that I think is possibly my biggest pet peeve is they put all of their mid-tempo slower songs in the first set so that way people are falling asleep by the second set and then it's just we're going to leave anyways.
Yeah, and we've already talked about the fact that bands, when they say, "Oh, wait till the second set, it's so much bigger and better," that's stupid. I mean, it really doesn't say that.
Wait till the second set, if it's bigger than better, is just basically telling me your first set is shit. It's going to put me to sleep, and I'm not going to be here long enough for your second set because now I'm tired. So no, thank you. But I don't care when you say no. I mean, they're still upbeat, but they're just a little slower. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Sorry. But anyways, it's a well-placed slow song at the right time and it's reading the room. Everybody enjoys the slow. I mean, me personally, not as a business owner, me personally, I can do without the slow songs because unfortunately I'm picky with my slow songs. But yeah, I mean, a well-placed slow song is actually good. It gives the room a breather. It is what it is, but it's the back to back. It's the super duper slow. It's at 10:30. It's like, no, come on, man. A band has to read the room opposed to just sticking to their set list because you just don't know what the room's doing at that time. And not enough bands pay attention to the crowd to do that.
Which brings me to my next point, but I want to say hi to Kevin Cooper. He's in Costa Rica right now watching. Thank you, Kevin Cooper, for being with us today. Hope you're enjoying yourself. My point on this is I think some bands don't even realize they do it, but there is a psychology to your set list. and what I always called pacing strategy. You know, you're pacing it was like the old days when I used to DJ in the dance clubs and you had beats per minute songs and you had to build the beats per minutes up and you build up a fever on the dance floor and then you slowly brought it back down in pitch until you did the slow songs so people can get out there and make love on the dance floor and all those things in the old disco days. But there is a pacing strategy to your show, or should be. And when you hit a brick wall with a slow song right out of something that's a banger that everybody's on the dance floor, it's like skidding on ice and hitting a wall. I mean, it really puts a damper on the evening, I think.
It does. You have
to figure out where to place these off-peak periods. What did you say earlier? You said a term that they're not slow, mid-tempo songs.
Mid-tempo song, a mid-tempo song.
I agree with that. Ballads are tough.
Oh, I can't.
Ballads are tough in a live music venue unless it's a huge hit. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a fan of the ballads. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? But that's a personal opinion. So
listen, I agree. There is wisdom to it. There's absolutely wisdom to it. Slow it down. Get people to the bar. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not arguing it, but because people will go. People, when they need a break, they're going to take a break. I can guarantee you that. And most people I know, when there's a slow song, they use that to go to the bathroom.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for breaks.
Absolutely.
And going to the bathroom obviously is a huge reason. But there's also, bars make money when people stay longer. Don't you think? I mean, when people stay in the bar and they don't leave, like you said, on the first set, when they move more on the dance floor, they make more money, I think.
Yes. I'm with Tina. Tina said that too. Tina said that as well.
Sing-along songs are great. When people are enjoying themselves and singing along with the music, but they also order between peaks in sets. And that you notice that the bar gets busier as the band comes off that fever pitch and comes down a little bit. Like you said, mid-tempo though. Don't crash it with the brakes and hit, go from, Kickstart My Heart Motley Crue into some power ballad that just drops the mood right off the chart, because people are just going to quit. They're not going to hang around with it.
They're not. The more than one slow song in a row to me is a killer. It's no matter what. I don't care what kind of music you play, like the two slows. The only time I can see that working possibly is a big concert for country. The two slow songs in a row is like, listen, I think a lot of people drink more when they're dancing. That's when they're more thirsty, personally speaking. Anyway, so they'll go. It's not like you have to go far to the bar, so there's just something to be said to that. I think more people are more stubborn and more hard-headed, and they don't change their songs because they think it works, and because they've been doing it for so long and they've convinced themselves that it works for every single venue. And that's the thing. Every single venue is different, and I just wish more bands gave a shit about that.
I'm gonna talk about Bob Klein's band for a minute, because what I want to. Some bands really
sing along. That's right.
They think about their set list to a certain point of building intentional waves in them. And Bob's band had this medley of songs where they did like 30 to 45 seconds of each song, but they were all bangers. And that built to this fever pitch in the room. That had the crowd up going and all that and singing along. That is intentional. That wasn't by mistake. They know that works for them. And it builds that crowd. But how do you get them to the bar to buy a drink when they're up on the dance floor? That's the question.
Well, they're gonna go get a drink when they're dancing. I mean, that's the thing. I'm with Joseph. He said it. Never drop a slow song when the crowd is peaking. That's when people are dancing, ordering rounds, loud, engaged. Kill that moment, and you lose the room. Listen, maybe that person, maybe it's different. I don't know, but I'm gonna
said that. I can't find that.
Also, Kevin Cooper's comment was hilarious. Come see my band at the B&B on April 17th. We're going to open with Ben Folds 5, Brick, and then immediately go on break.
Nice. I'm trying to find whoever made that comment that you just talked about, though. Who'd you say it was?
Joseph, our buddy.
Wait a minute. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hollywood. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go to concerts, I mean, those are, and you go to a big national act concert. I always like to use Garth Brooks as an example because he's like a country phenomenon on stage. But he will stop after a fever pitch fast song and then interject some kind of vocals with the audience. He may talk about a song or, back when I first hit the first album, we did this and that. And then it segues into being able to go into that slow tune versus just like it was, they hit that end note with the cymbal crash. And the next thing you know, it's this wet blanket that falls over the crowd. And how many times have you and I looked at each other, even on a jam night, and somebody gets up there and you're like, okay, that kind of threw a blanket over the evening for a minute.
Here's the thing. I watch my door like a hawk. I also watch the stage like a hawk. And without a doubt, you will see the room clear out. You can actually feel the vibe just fucking drop when you play that fucking ballad at the wrong, well, anytime really, or like you play that two slow songs in a row or whatever. It's just, you can just see it happen, and people don't get thirsty from sitting down.
Tina, I mean, she's saying she thinks she sells more drinks when people are dancing.
Because they're dancing. The reality is people aren't drinking as much as they used to be anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter. I mean, to me, it matters more now than ever. But, yeah, to each their own.
Thanks,
There's
Chris.
wisdom in it, 100%. But I think it's a well-placed slow song. I wish it's bands actually reading in the rooms, individual rooms, seeing what's working for that specific room, and being able to change your set list. Guys, let's pick it up. Let's skip that slow song because we're losing them. Or, I mean, like I'll say, this was one of the only bands that's ever approached me was, Brad from Abe's Lincoln, coming the next day saying he not only watched the dance floor, he watched the bar. He's like, man, it didn't seem like anybody was at the bar, and he was right. And it had nothing to do with his music. It's just people just aren't drinking that much. I mean, we had a packed house for Saturday with Kevin McCoy. Just people aren't drinking.
Right. Right. Hold on. I'm hearing you again. Ray Broderick, I do consider Alone Again by Dokken a ballad. I consider it what I call a banger ballad or power ballad. It's one of those that people dearly love, and that could be placed in the right place in your set because they sing along to it. They love the vocal part of it. There's a difference between ballads, tear in your beer ballads, than there is the 80s hair-banging ballads that are, 18 in Life by Skid Row and, things like that are considered ballads, so to speak. Every Rose Has a Thorn, those kind of songs that people relate to and sing along to.
The sing-along ones are huge. If you're going to do it, do a sing-along one.
Hi, Jill. Thanks for being here. Let's see what Denny Cottle has to say today. Greetings. Reference set list, he says. Depending on the venue. Yeah, you're reading the room, buddy. That's what matters. I love what he says there. Did you read that? That is perfect.
Well, there's, it is perfect. And
getting familiar with every venue you play, and everyone is different.
I wish more bands. For me, I think I've mentioned this probably a gazillion times. Research is probably the most important thing for anything that you're going to do. And that's why I have a very busy inner monologue when people ask to play my bar, but have never been to my bar. And then they tell me the style of their music. Or when they demand a very high price, but they've never been to really my bar, because realistically, like there's so much inner monologue, because I'm like, had you done even a tiny bit of research, you would know that your band wouldn't work here because of the style music, and me not wanting to pay you. I'm just making up a number. This is not, this much for a band that won't work here is not me, it's not me being an asshole. It's just a fact. And you would know that had you actually stepped foot in my venue and done some research.
I'm loving that Dixie is taking the sexuality out of a bar. Thank you, Dixie. Leave that grip at home. Yeah, I mean,
I agree, Dixie.
Nobody wants to watch a bunch of making out going on in the bar. I mean, really, we don't. Because that's got a two-edged sword to it too. You take the people that are there by themselves, and then they start to feel lonely, and it's bad. It's a bad situation. It is. Let's see what Tina. High energy and dancing equals money, she says. Okay, thank you, Tina. That's a venue owner's perspective.
The 30-minute breaks kills it too. Unfortunately, so many of the bands have cut their playing time that I'm trying, I don't know what the right thing is, because, I still have people there at midnight. If I lose them, if they stop playing, because so many bands have cut their playing time, but ask for more money, which is just a whole other fucking thing for me. I want more money, but I'm going to cut my playing time and take really long breaks between songs. Okay.
Long breaks are a killer.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
The long breaks are the I would rather.
It's either they take that 30-minute break, or they take the 15 and 20-minute breaks, and then we are stuck with no music after 11:30.
Yeah. No.
I don't know what the answer is, because bands are cutting their time. There's one band that I used to book all the time. They raised their price and cut their playing time. And I was like, I don't understand how this works for me. Now I only book them once a year.
We'll give you less for more.
We'll give you less for more money.
Yes. Dewey, thank you for that. I'll remember you. That was a priceless moment at Rock House the other night there. That's for sure. And there's an example.
Your band doesn't even compare, because your band is all energy, gets up there and plays. And I wish more bands were like Mojo Rising. I really do. It's funny. One of the band that cut their time and asked for more money is one of those bands that has like almost zero energy on stage. And I was just like, because they were like, they're tired from playing. I was like, are they?
Chris Casey says, I buy a beverage when my existing one is empty. The only exception is when the line in the bar is too long. That's whole nother show there about overcrowding and then not being able to get to the bar, which is why you hold a line. I mean, you could be greedy and say, put as many people in this bar as you can. Odds of getting checked on that are slim.
Yeah.
But, you don't. You choose to say, when the bar's too freaking busy for people to get a drink, I'm not going to make any more money by packing the place full of another 50 people.
And I learned that. And that's why we have a line more often than not. Because if I watch that, if I wait until the bar is cleared until I bring anybody else in. And if they can't make it to the other side, then there's just no point in me bringing anybody else in.
Let's get some comments from the audience out here. I know there's some of you making comments, but what do you think? Is it more important? And do you think the bar makes more money when the crowd is upbeat and partying and dancing all night? Or do they make more money when people's ass gets in the seat? I mean, that's I guess that's how to put it. I don't know. You know, when the band brings the pitch down from, you know, the 120 beat a minute song or 140 beat a minute song down to, you know, an 80 beat a minute song, that's a ballad. That's slow. That's boring sometimes. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'd like to hear from you. See, hi, Zach. Thank you for being.
You know, my crowd isn't young. I have an older crowd. My crowd wants the live music.
The dance floor, Bob, can be empty in seconds. You're right. And Bob has always said this, and I admire him for it from his band. There is no room for throwaway songs in your set list. You know, just because the keyboard player likes this tune and it never goes over well, doesn't mean you got to keep it in the set list.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but don't get me started on that. Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to talk about was B-side, you know, deep cuts and B-sides and things like that some bands love to play are crowd killers. They really are crowd killers. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the whole thing, the whole drive to this that we're getting at today is to have longer stays by the customer. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't believe me, watch the crazy reality show John Taffer does about bar rescue. He's big. He's, you know, it's not, a lot of bar owners don't like him and his philosophies and all that, but I will tell you, he's spot on from the technology thing in his head about how many asses can you put in seats. More asses in seats make more money, and keeping them there for a longer time makes more money.
Correct.
And he's always preaching that to the venue owner. If you run them off on one drink and done, you're not going to make the money.
And that's correct. And people, I want my crowd getting tired from dancing and having fun all night, not because the band decides to sing 2 slow songs or ballads in a row, because that will speed that process up. The reality is people just aren't drinking as much, so we might as well give them a good fucking time.
Hollywood, that's perfect. And that's what I was talking about, the wave. You've got to build the set in a wave, and it's got a peak and valley. And, you know, slow songs do equal connection to the band sometimes. Sometimes
they do.
The mood is right for that, and you read that in the room, and you play that I'll Remember You by Skid Row.
Yeah.
That, you know, that Rock House did, and it brings the house down. People love it.
Yeah, just read the room. It can't be the same for every single venue. It's just not. And if it is, then you're not doing it right.
And here's Bill, the consumer, saying something that kills the vibe is a 30-minute break. You're not wrong, buddy.
Yeah, that THC is killing us too, the lack thereof.
Boy, people got used to that, didn't they?
Well, we should have, and I mean, don't get me started on this. I'm about
I know. The other thing I want to say too that bands don't realize that they're killing the vibe and killing the income in a bar is playing little niche genres that you like as a band that nobody else really gives a crap about. You know, and they get on a tear and, you know, we're going to go down this folk lane here and start playing, you know, the indie folk tunes that, yeah, some bars appeal to that. People want to sit in the listening room. They want to hear you doing folk music and all that, but it's not a place in a rock club or not a place in a dance club.
And like I've always said, if you want to get paid to play your music on commercial stages, then you need to play what people want to hear, not what you want to hear.
I got to ask about a set list by a young band not too long ago, and they said, what would you recommend we play as a last song in our first set? And I said, it's got to be a banger. It's got to be a sing-along banger that everybody recognizes, and you send them when you're done with that first set to the bar with a smile that way. You know, the people are loving what they see. They go up and get another drink. They say, man, that was great. We want to stay for set 2. Not we want to cash out.
Right.
And, you know, the other thing that goes on, there's so much that goes into this mindset, and bands, like I said, most of them don't even realize that there is a technology to it. There is a psychology to this whole thing about wave and the set list peaking and valleying. And, you know, you just can't, okay, this is on the set list, and we're looking at the room, and they're not digging what we're doing. So the next song, we know they're not going to dig what we're doing, but we're going to play it because it's on the set list.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
I mean, the amount of bands that I stopped booking because their set list was what they wanted to play because they want to be different. I get it, but it's clearly not working. And then they raised their prices too. And I was like, so I would only call them when I was in dire need. It's not that they're not talented, but how the fuck am I going to pay more money for a band that plays
less time
tracks for 3 fucking sets where everybody is out there going, oh, I don't know this song. Oh, I don't know this song. Wait, is it this? No, I don't know this song. No, I don't know this song. And nobody's dancing.
I like what Heather said too about when you take a break is huge. And it doesn't have to be what's on your set list printed at your feet.
No, that's
if you've got the room fevering and there's a couple more songs you can throw in there and kill them with. I mean, let's face it, you're not going to die on stage if you play 2 more songs before you take a break. I think some musicians are like, oh my God, if I don't take a break, I've seen musicians run off the stage with their guitars and run in the bathroom and pee and come back out and keep playing.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I saw Kevin McCoy do it one night.
Kevin McCoy would go sometimes without taking a break, or his only break was to go pee.
Yeah. And
I love
he's in between it. I mean,
guy so much.
He's a great entertainer.
Yeah. Bill Marks has got all about the customers, not ego. It is. If you are going to play the bar's stage, the commercial stages that you are wanting to get paid for, and have you come back, it's not about your ego. It's about the customers. It's about selling drinks.
Bruno, I've seen bands do that both ways. I've seen bands do it and absolutely kill it, get the crowd up and dancing to it. And I've also seen it fail miserably with bands. So it depends on how you present it. Depends on the time of night. People like that song. What's that?
Eric, I died on stage once. Yeah, the back-to-back, I don't know this song. That'll kill a vibe. That'll kill a room as quickly as 2 slow songs, if not more.
I'm trying to get to all your comments, people. I know there's a bunch out there, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Heather and I laugh about this a lot. It's pretty bad when we can sit there and we know what song's going to come up next.
I can tell you the virtual set list for a lot of bands.
Yeah.
That I've seen a bunch. And certain songs do work with each other. I mean, certain songs segue from one to the next, and I understand why they keep them in the set like back to back. But change it up for your regulars once in a while. People that follow your band,
they just don't care though. And that's, I have one of my bartenders made a comment because one of my acoustic guys asked for more money, and we gave them more money. And my bartender's comment was like, well, since we're giving them more money, do you think they could learn some new songs? I was like, probably not.
And Tina said half the reason she went to a DJ, they play until 1:45 a.m., less money compared to a band, and no cover. She was, I hate it. I'd much rather have live music, but the younger generation don't want live music.
They don't.
Nope.
She's right.
Yep. And I noticed that at your bar one night when I was doing Name That Tune and it got done and we were finished. It wasn't the night Ray came in after me, but so I threw a couple dance songs on at the end of the night while I was packing everything up. This crowd that came in from Carlo and Johnny's and all those people rolled into your bar and they started dancing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, should I just stay here and keep playing dance music until they get tired of it? I mean, they were having a good time.
Yeah, people love DJs. I thought about bringing a DJ in on a certain night.
They do, but that's where the bands need to take note, because as Tina's saying here, read what Tina said in there. She's a venue owner. Mm-hmm. It's cheaper, get better crowd response sometimes, and they stay later.
I mean, the Bell and the Bear used to have DJs on Fridays and live music on Saturdays. without a doubt, our crowd was, we were way busier with live music than we were with the DJ.
Eric, I am a huge fan of too long sets. If you're doing like a 3-hour night or whatever, a 4-hour night, too long sets, I'm a huge fan of. Some people argue with me about it, but you end up with music at the end of the night that way. The 3-set thing, depending on how you take your breaks and all that, like Kara said, you end up, well, we're supposed to play till midnight, but we're done now at 11:30 with our set list, so we're going to quit. That just takes away revenue that pays you as a musician to be on that stage. So when it's upbeat, definitely. Chris Casey says, more money for high energy. Mike Roberts asking, do cassette junkies ever take a break? Yeah, consistent energy. It is. And Mojo Rising the same way. They got energy. In fact, I was watching Mojo Rising one night, and I was like sad they took a break.
Right.
Like, damn, this is fun. And I like the 2 sets. What do you think about 2 versus 3 sets, Karis?
I like the 2 sets too. It's just the downside to the 2 sets is that 30-minute break.
So do you book bands 8 to 11 or 8 to midnight?
I do 8:30 to 12:30.
8:30 to 12:30. So it's a 4-hour.
That will only play till midnight or 3 hours. So they're 9 to midnight.
So you're doing a 4-hour gig then, roughly,
correct,
right? Man, okay. That shows how old I am and how often I go home early. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've been there to the band.
And people are going home earlier, so I'm okay with like a midnight stop. But because people just don't stay out that late anymore. But if the crowd's still there, keep it going.
And
I
Justin,
remember, that I don't know. There's just a lot of fucking whining.
Justin is a venue owner as well, and has been, and he said you need a great mix of high energy and a little slowdown to give them time to refill. Peaks and valleys, man, but don't valleys
and choose. It's
valley too long.
Yeah, and it's about choosing the right time for that slow song or that mid beat, that mid-level beat. It's not, and that's what breaks the break. It's, I don't know. It's
so Roger Bates is on here, and I want to use him as an example for a minute. The Gina and Johnny band, the crowd that they attract, I'm just going to say, is more of a listening room.
Yeah, blues is more of listening than it is drinking.
It's not, everybody's going to get up and dance their asses off all night or any of that to their music, but those people tend to stay in their seats a lot of times and listen to the good vocals and the good music. Is that profitable? They seem to draw a big crowd. I've seen bars that have huge crowds that the bar owner told me I didn't make any money tonight because they sat there and drank water all night, or they had one drink and done. So I don't know. I think you found the niche with the rock stuff. The rock stuff, people like to party.
Correct. Like the room can be packed, but that doesn't mean I'm making, like, Wednesdays are always busy, but I don't make a lot of money on those nights by any means. No, but it's a great night of music.
Daniel, I love that comment. Seen dude in Affliction shirts dancing to the Jonas Brothers because the girls are there and play songs that they want to dance to. Yeah, it's amazing what a guy will do to get out there in the mix of all those women on the dance floor. Songs they'd never even listened to. Dave Evans, here's a guy with high energy, by the way. Dave Evans. No filler songs. Okay, that's what he calls it. Bob Klein calls them throwaways. You don't need a throwaway song. Trying to get to all your comments here, people, if I can. And there's the comments are late coming in, guys. I'm sorry for that. I'm trying to get to it. And Bill, I'm finally yours about the customers. Great comment there. It is about the customers. It's not about the band. Please remember that. It's not about your ego or your band or I play this song because I love this song, and it's the deep cut off of album number 74 from this band that nobody's ever heard of, and no one cares.
They don't.
They want bangers. And
there are a handful of people that do, but the reality is a lot of those people aren't really drinking anyways. Do you know that the fact is a lot of people that go to see music don't drink.
They used to.
But a lot of them don't anymore. They're just like, it's known. Like if you go to, a lot of I'm here to see the music, but they're not drinkers. And that's something you deal with. And Roger, I did answer it. It's not a big money making night. It's a decent night, but it's not a big money making night. But that doesn't stop the fact that I think it's a wonderful night of music.
Do you think it helps too to change up the lead singer once in a while of a song?
No, I think it hurts when somebody in the band who can't sing decides to sing a song.
Okay, I get that. Not my question, though. My question is, when you have three singers that are great in a band, you rotate them throughout the night. Would you rather see a person that's the solo lead singer, or would you rather see him shake it up a little and bring somebody else to the mic once in a while?
Well, I always like seeing different things. That's why I like the Gina and Johnny band on Wednesday, because they bring different people.
Right.
I like that.
I have noticed of late, though, and I'm going to use Mojo Rising as an example. I'm going to use Cassette Junkies as an example. Every once in a while, they bring a new lead singer up front. Whether Dave's singing with Mojo Rising and Alex gets to be a singer and Izzy sings a song or whatever, I think it adds some flair to the show a little bit. I think it shows the depth of the band, and people appreciate it a little more. That's Scott's opinion, but that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And again, building that pitch up in the audience and keeping them interested in seeing more of your band.
Right.
You want them to stay for set 2.
Yeah.
If you take your first break and the bar emptied, there's two problems. One, it was either the sound is so bad, people are sick of it, it's too loud or whatever. And number 2, you bored the shit out of them.
Right. A couple of people asked about the jam. The jam used to be really again, I don't blame this on the jam. It's just the fact in general, people aren't drinking as much, but the jam was a very profitable night. Because I'm adamant about it just staying like the jam. We don't want the slow songs. And the reason being is we already have so much downtime in a jam by transitioning that we don't need a fucking slow song to add more time to that. And the jam night is a very short night of music. So you have to utilize that night because it is during the week. But when people were drinking and people were out more, like when people were drinking more, it was a great night of profits. But listen, a shitty song will kill no matter what kind of night it is. And that's just a fact. So that's why I'm adamant about it being upbeat.
I'll give a band a free pass if it's the first time they've done that song and it didn't work so well. And they say, okay, let's strike that from the set list from here on out. But and I know, we see these bands and they play the same songs and it's like, why are they still doing that song? It's flat. It doesn't work. Why are they still playing that song? Does it have sentimental value? Is it, my grandma who passed away's song she loved about the band? There's got to be a reason they're playing that thing because it doesn't work. I don't know. And,
I don't know. And then there's not everybody in your band should sing. Just because they can doesn't mean they should. I'm just going to say it.
Well, no, I agree.
Yeah, but so many of these bands, they'll get somebody in their band to sing and it's like, that sounds god awful. You can't sing, so don't sing. I don't care if you want to sing, you shouldn't sing.
Seth says for a 4-hour set, we take one 15-ish minute break. And that's fantastic. That's party punch. And they do. They're good at keeping the crowd at a fever pitch. And Bill, I understand that as well because, people in the real work world only get so many minutes on break and they have to come back to work. And the bands should look at that as the same thing. It's a job. You got to come back and work. And it's hard for bands. They get out in the audience. Everybody wants a piece of them. Everybody wants to chat. And sometimes you just got to say, look, I got to get back up on stage.
Yeah.
Got to herd the cats, get them back up there. Yes. And Hollywood says, once I've been here too long, I'm going to take a break. See you soon. Bronson Hetzer, thank you. We're playing long. We go a shorter first set break than a long set. Okay. So, yeah, we've got a lot of comments here, guys. I'm trying to get them.
Great night. Great
Yes.
comments. Great
Good
conversation.
interaction. I can always tell when we've got 200 plus comments on a show that we've done our job in sparking a good topic here.
Yeah.
And Scotty Bratcher said his career is built on throwaway songs. Thanks, Scotty. Love you, brother.
The other night, the band was playing and it was good. And then all of a sudden, everybody just sort of stopped and we all sort of like, what is that sound? And it was one of the band members who's not a singer, clearly started singing a song. And we're like, why would you do that? And why is nobody in your band telling you
you can't sing?
You can't sing. I was just like, I looked at Erica and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oopsie. Tina says alcohol sales are down. Water, please.
Big time. They are down big. Like it's
Major.
crazy. It's major. I thought it was February was so good. And I was like the beginning of February and end of January. And I was thinking to myself, man, are we finally turning around? It's almost worse than last year.
Daniel, I love your comment there about Pink Pony Club. I would crawl through broken glass to strangle the person that wrote that song, but I will tell you it works. Anytime it comes on in a bar, people sing along. I saw the Naked Karate Girls do it on St. Patty's Day, and the tent that was full of 1,000+ people erupted. I mean, when they played that song, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of it, but I still love the crowd energy when it went on. Mike Roberts is commenting here. Says peaks and valleys don't seem to work well with the jam. No, the jam's got to stay at an energy level, like Kara said. There's
already valleys because of the breaks.
There's downtimes setting up full bands when they get featured and those kind of things. It takes too long sometimes. And that's the other thing. If you're coming to the jam and you're going to play, be ready, please. Yeah. I don't step up on stage and then have to tune for 10 minutes. Tune in the back. You can tune a guitar without being on stage. Trust me, I see it done all the time. Yeah, that's a crowd killer too, on jam night especially, and you don't want to do that. And let me move on. Alex is here from Mojo Horizon. Thank you. She said it doesn't hurt when one of the singers is sick, get a break in between songs and all that. Yeah, I love bands that are vocally deep that have more than one front person. I Crying Out Loud, who just retired. I mean, they had 2 front singers that were just phenomenal, a girl and a guy, and it was a great combination, and they played off each other. They harmonized for each other with background vocals. It was wonderful. So, and Shannon and John in that band were fantastic, and that's a good thing. You don't need just to feature one artist all night long. In fact, that sometimes to me gets a little boring seeing the same person sing every song. But that's just me. That's just me. Oh, yeah. We do karaoke and the crowd does if it's consistent slow songs. Yeah, that's the problem with karaoke too, is that you're at the mercy of what they're picking. I did a karaoke fill-in for a guy one night, and I had 6 women in the first hour all want to sing Crazy by Patsy Cline. 6. I was like, are we going to have a competition to see which one of you is best at it?
Karaoke host also sings too much, or they're constantly singing slow songs too. That's a pain in the ass.
Well, that's the look at me karaoke.
Well,
I'm a bar star. Sometimes you got to fill in as a host when there's a long reaction. And you hope your karaoke host can sing, because let me tell you, when I filled in for the guys doing it, I don't sing well, so I didn't try to do that. But
right,
you don't want to lull either. Kevin's doubling down on use the pedal boards already on stage. Yeah. That's another whole issue too, with people that play jams and bringing their shit up and wanting to hook up everything but NASA to the sound system. It's wild. All right, guys, I'm trying to get to all your comments. Like I said, we're rolling through some of these. I'm picking the ones I can see well here. How many F-bombs did you miss today? Mike wants to know. I don't know. It was too many to count. And she's not paying me the Jamesons anyway, so just quit counting, guys. I don't go in there asking for free booze. So that's how it works. But we have fun with it. It's over 170 now. Can I get maybe one Jameson? Ceris, are you with me?
you can have as many as you want. I'm tired of telling you this. You just have to go and grab it.
I'm not gonna go in there and be a schlep who's asking for free booze. I pay the cover charge coming in your bar too. We do a show together, and I'm gladly pay for the band. Gladly pay to support the band in your bar.
Anybody that complains about paying $5 that goes to the band, I have no respect for. It literally goes to the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. All right. Are you getting blown up with text messages about the show here?
Neither of my women's toilets are flush. They're flushing, but nothing's going down.
Welcome to Bar Ownership 101, ladies and gents. Someone flushed something they shouldn't. Yes, I'm a bar star. Kills the crowd at karaoke when two people want to sing Picture by Kid Rock and Cheryl Crow. Oh, that's another one that just grates on my chalkboard. It does. Hi, Jill. It's okay, Alex. You can sing it anytime you want. It works. I'm just not a fan of the song. First time I ever heard that song was in Aruba, and I was like, wow, that's a catchy little tune. Pink Pony Club. It was, but there it is.
You do, Heather.
What's Chef Kevin making for dinner tonight? Dewey wants to know.
I don't know. I see something there. I don't know what it is, though.
Is he there?
He is, but I'm not going to tell you what he's doing.
He's not naked, is he?
No, he's mowing the lawn.
Good. All right. And hopefully he's not doing that naked.
No.
All right. All right. I think we're about done. I'm trying to filter through the last little comments here that we can and head up there with a plunger and some gloves. Heather's on her way. Never fear. Mrs. Doubtfire's here. Glenn said, I paid double the door charge. Thank you, Glenn, for being generous. That's awfully kind of you.
Very kind.
What else you got, Ceris? What's happened at the bar this weekend and week?
We have a good week. We have Recurrent tomorrow. Then we have the jam night. We're celebrating Jeff's birthday, like I said. And then we have another debut for Wayward Sons on Friday. And then the Billy Rock Band on Saturday. And then we have my adults only weird Easter egg hunt.
Why is it weird?
Well, just because the presents are weird and funny.
I thought maybe there was some other message in that.
No.
Okay. Hi, Rebecca from Texas. Thanks for joining us today. All my exes live in Texas. What's going on, Rebecca? Kevin Cooper. Chris Will is filling in for him on Thursday at the Jam from Mojo Rising. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And a bunch of the Mojo guys are going to be there. Mojo.
That'll be a fun night.
Very fun night.
I think I'll have to come to that. Am I allowed?
Yes.
Will you let me in? Can I get a clearance with Jeep?
Sure.
All right. Sometimes I have to give him the secret password and stuff. Thank you, Dewey. Appreciate it. It's a great show today. Thank you so much for that. And Alex said she will be there. She'll be.
Nice.
I want to see Alex sing. I love to watch Alex sing. I love the whole band, Mojo Rising. They're just fun.
Me too.
Fun people.
Band. They check all the boxes.
And thank you for having Kevin McCoy play, because I know you're not a country bar. And Kevin McCoy is not your average country band that, everybody thinks, oh, it's country, it's going to be a bunch of slow songs or whatever. Kevin McCoy kills it.
Kevin McCoy is one of the best bands, country or not, one of the best bands we have there.
Yeah, and they're just such nice fellas too.
Yeah.
Really good people. And that's what I love about them. I saw them the week before they played at your place, and we just had a ball. And Kevin's a great entertainer and performer, and the rest of the band, they're fantastic too. But he's got it. He's got it going on like Stacy's mom. He does. Hey, I'll be at the Moose tonight in Miamisburg if you want to drop in there and play a little trivia. I've got my round number 2 tonight. Just a hint, if you're playing trivia out there with us tonight, round number 2's theme is We Have the Meats. Figure that one out. We have the meats.
We have the meats.
Yes. Heather says Kevin McCoy Band was badass. Dixie loved Kevin McCoy Band. See?
I'm going to let my dog out.
Kevin McCoy's not here.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you out of here?
No, I'm letting my dog out.
Okay. I thought maybe you just walked off set. It's like a bad episode of The View. Joy pissed somebody off, so you just left. No, you're back, though. Good to have you back. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Well, tell Kevin we said hi and thanks for mowing the lawn. As a nice fella that he is. And Arby's has the meats, Geraldine said. They do. And Rebecca said she's done. No, she's back. She's back. Hey, thanks, Ceris. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thanks, Ceris.
Thank you.
Sometimes. Hello.
I'm trying to find a plumber because none of my toilets are working, so I have to find a plumber.
Well, let's get off here so you can find a plumber.
I just wanted to finish the show.
That's a bummer that you got to find a plumber.
Correct.
See what I did there? I hate that for you, and God knows what they're going to pull out of the toilets that are plugging them up. Yuck. Just yuck. And I'm just going to say it too. Women will use a plugged up toilet.
Men will too.
Till it's over for me. Will they?
Yeah. All right. Are we done?
I'm waiting on you to say bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Sometimes we're really awkward. You know that? But I love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Get your toilets fixed.
Will do.
Working for the weekend.
Well, that was abrupt. Can always tell when I've made her mad about singing. Yeah. All right. There we go. Thanks for watching. Plumber Talk is like the equivalent of long breaks for the band. It is. Thank you, Daniel Brush. The Weekend Effect in the house. Thank you. Yes. It might be a pair of glasses in the toilet. That's what it was the last time. It was. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll be back with you Thursday live at 5 with Who's Playing Out, the musicians and venues in the tri-state that report in to us and give us the list. We'd love to have you with us for that one. Also, another wonderful cancellation tomorrow on Wednesday with the band. If you want to join me tomorrow and talk music at noon, message me tonight. I will get you on tomorrow. We'll do a one-on-one Wednesday and chat with somebody tomorrow. If you want to join us at noon. Yes. Have a great day, everybody.